partner like hates when I do this, because I walk in anywhere, I go, oh yeah, this would be good for a comedy show. Everywhere we go, I'll like be in a restaurant, I'm like, look at this space they've got right here. That could be used for a comedy show. And so if you don't know this, if you don't know me, I'm also part of an improv group called the Improvonauts, which you go 1, 2, 3, 4, all 5 of us right here. Yeah, boo yourself. And so we had a show here yesterday. We've performed here before, and it's a really nice space. Like I really enjoy this space, and I think that what they're doing here is really awesome. And supporting them and being here and drawing people in is really important. So, speaking of segues, I mentioned earlier this is a family show. And before I even tell another story, there's this guy I know. I play hockey with him. As you can tell, I'm an athlete. And it's funny because like I'm the only one. Like he once noticed I wear a lot of bracelets, and he said to me, "Hey, Matty, why do you wear those bracelets?" I said, "Because they make me feel pretty." And he just looked at me, and I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, they're not bad." I'm like, "Do you want some?" "No." I'm like, "Okay, you go back to wearing your Under Armour, and I'll go back and wear my bracelets." Anyway. He found out I do improv comedy. He goes, "So you do improv comedy? Tell me a joke." I'm like,
that's not how that works.
Really, how that works is it's more situational. You know, we build character, we build story. So you can't just tell me a joke. I'm like, "No, I just explained to you why I can't tell you a joke." So then he finds out I'm dabbling in stand-up comedy. But see, my stand-up comedy is very story-based. And he goes, "So I hear you switched from improv comedy to stand-up comedy. Tell me a joke." And I'm like, "Well, you know, it's not really." I said, you got 10 minutes, because that's how long it'll take to get there. And he's like, "So you can't just tell me a joke?" I said, "Steve, you're never invited to a comedy show. Ever. You won't get it. Go back to playing hockey." Anyway,
Oh my God.
so in 2009, I had my second child. See, it's a family show. And I was actually going to wait for a while before, taking care of having any more children myself. And everyone can say, "Yeah, you should really wait. If you're going to get a vasectomy, you should really wait. If anything ever happened to those children, then you can make more." And I'm like,
What?
are they just replaceable? They're not a pair of shoes. You're like, "Oh, ruined that shoe. Gotta get another one." So I decided, I'm like, you know what? No, I'm going to get a vasectomy now. And because I'm a man, it's really easy to get health care. And so I needed to go in for an appointment. They're like, "I'm going to give you a recommendation over the phone." I'm like, "Oh my God, it's so easy." Whew, interesting. That's as political as we're going to get today. So, I get the appointment. It's in the wintertime. And I'm going to drive myself, because I said, "Can I drive myself?" They're like, "Yeah, you can drive yourself." Big mistake. So, I get there though. I get there early. I'm notoriously early. It's so bad that it's a tension thing. Like we're leaving to go anywhere. I'm staying at the door like, "We're gonna be late. We're gonna be late. We're gonna be late." And my wife's like, just let me finish doing my hair, and then we'll go. And I'm like, "But we're gonna be late." And we're never late, but it's my thing. I'm not OCD, but I'm a little OCD when it comes to time. I don't like being late for anything. So, I show up early for this doctor's appointment. I grab a magazine. I'm leisurely looking through whatever it was. I don't usually read magazines. I'm like, "Well, here, I'm getting snipped today. It's all good." And the doctor comes running in. "Hey, yeah, you were supposed to be here half an hour ago." I said, "Whoa, settle down. You were supposed to be here half an hour ago." I'm like, "No, I got the appointment. It said 3:30. It's 3:15. I'm 15 minutes late." No, we're done by 3:30. "Oh, maybe we'll get you in. Maybe we'll get you in." And I'm like, "Whoa, everyone, let's slow down. This isn't like some appendectomy we're doing here. This is like, you're dealing with things here." And so he comes back and, all right, we can work you in. I'm like, I don't know if I want to. So I reluctantly just walk in, my chill attitude, reading the magazine's kind of out the window by this point in time. I get back there, he's raging around, looking for his instruments. The nurse is like, "What the hell's happening here?" And he's like, "Okay, we're gonna work this guy in. Are you okay with that?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm not off like you are after this, doctor. I'm gonna be here after the fact. You're the one in a rush." And I'm like, "All right, we just need to slow down. All right, I know it's routine. Let's take our time." So he's rushing around, he gets the things, you don't get put out for this, so you get to experience the whole thing. So everything happens,
I don't like that.
and then he goes, all right, so did you talk to your doctor about this and this and this? I'm like, no, he just referred me on to you. He goes, oh, fine, here, have this pamphlet. Hands me a pamphlet
What?
and walks out the door. Then I glance at the pamphlet. So you're thinking about having a vasectomy. And I'm like, I think you gave me the wrong pamphlet. I said to the nurse, I'm like, are there any other pamphlets? She's like, I don't know. And I'm like, ah. So I'm telling this story to my cousin, who had also just had a vasectomy. He goes, well, did you pay for the non-cutting option? And I said, what? And he's like, yeah. Like, if you pay $40 extra and go to Port Hope, they'll just, like, do it. It's all with lasers. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? So I guess the moral of that story is don't ever just take the phone call from your doctor.
Yeah.
Actually go in and have a real conversation, because I did not know that there was a non-cutting laser option that you could just pay $40 and everything would be just fine. And maybe he wouldn't be so rushed. Now, I am notoriously cheap, though. I am a teacher, and we're stereotypically very cheap. And so maybe I wouldn't have paid the $40. I don't know. But you see, this story is going to really paint me in a bad light. But I will say, preceding this event, the victim of this story proposed to me. So, I have redeeming qualities.
Oh, God.
This is not one of them. So, as I said earlier, I'm twice married, so I have an ex-wife. I have 2 children with my ex-wife. And my children are 18 and 15 now, so they can take care of whatever their mom needs for a birthday or Christmas or anything like that. But when they were younger, I would take them and we'd go shopping together. So one year, my partner said, you know, I think it's cold in the house sometimes. I'd really like, I'd really like a onesie for Christmas. And I was like, done. Easily done. So then the kids say to me, Mom says it's really cold in the house. And she'd really like to have a onesie for Christmas. I'm like, done double. So we go to the mall, the dreaded mall. And we walk into one store. Not only could we find onesies, but my God, they were 2 for 1. And I was like, done and done-er. So we buy 2 onesies, 2 for 1. And I'm like, amazing, Christmas saved. So we wrap one, give it to their mother. Wrap the other, I give it to my partner. She opens it on Christmas morning and she's like, wow, you listen to me? You got me what I asked for, you got me the ones. I'm like, yeah, you're right, I did. And then we went to pick up my kids from their mother's house. And we knock on the door. And wouldn't you think, they just gave her that onesie. I didn't think she'd have time to get changed. But she opened that door wearing pretty much the same onesie. And my partner looks at me like, and I'm like, let's keep on one. And here we are now, though, several years later. And that has never repeated itself, nor will it. But I will tell you one thing. My partner, not my ex-wife, has never worn that onesie again. All right, welcome back to the stage, Darren Moore, everyone.